What is the meaning of pong energy, the springy energy we all talk about that must be the foundation of all the 13 methods of Tai Chi boxing? Well, it is like the water supporting a moving boat. First, sink the chi to the dantian, then hold the head as if suspended from above. The entire body is filled with spring-like energy, opening and closing in a very quick movement. Even if the opponent uses 1,000 pounds of force, he can be uprooted and made to float without difficulty. The training on the Pilates ball, a specifically Western instrument of conditioning, plyometric and eccentric, we find that this springy energy, this natural spiral that comes from playing with a shape which always comes back and snaps back to what it is, very important. We find that we can learn all we need to know about how to expand the energy from our core and how to use the 6 elements or the 6 harmonies in a way that allows us to continuously expand outward, forward, with full potential and luster.
first thing you want to know about the ward-off, as far as how I play it, is to play the people posture, okay? This is the play the people posture. Now, I don't do it in a square. I do it in a bow stance, okay? And you should too. As much as you can, try to align the nose, the finger, and the knee and the toe together and work around it. The fighting tiger is one palm up, one palm down, okay? One palm up, one palm down, okay? Basically, it's like this. So you have the ward-off starting this way. You bring it across the body. As it comes across the body, it comes back up. And what you are doing with this motion is warding off, and at the same time, warding off, and at the same time, preparing them for a strike. You'll see it on the wall. Shift the weight from front foot to back foot, and try and keep the weight on the ball, shifting from ball of the foot to the ball of the foot, dropping the heel for discharge. And this is how it's done. I could be working and working anytime I want to. Dropping the heel allows me to fa chin lightly on each motion, or keep it smooth and fluid. Doesn't matter. Now, the footwork. The footwork is a perfect square, but it's a pivoting motion. As I'm doing this, this is the motion. Notice again, my footwork is here, here, which will take me to, if that was 12 o'clock, bring this back. If that was 12 o'clock, I'm going to my 9 o'clock. So I shift forward and shift back. 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 Notice when my feet move, they move in a crescent-shaped motion. Any questions? That's all. I got a linear motion with the front foot and a circular motion with the back foot. This type of motion will, unless the other individual is familiar with it, he will never be able to find your center or your root. It's that simple, okay? As I do this, I rotate. Notice my elbow stays as close in as I possibly can when I work. Switching to the other side, same thing, okay? I shift in, back and forth. 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 Okay, this is the first part of the motion. Okay, second part of the motion is the striking. The striking is where this one was an attacking pivot. Okay, you attack pivot with this one. This one is a egressing pivot. You're opening the door and closing it. 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 Fighting tiger normally starts down low. You've seen me do this before. The lower squat, which is called ride the horse stance. You do the ride the horse stance and you work it. This is the basis for almost everything you do. Work your way back up. Now, if I'm on the left side of the ball, if I'm using my left hand, try to stay on the left side of the ball. Okay? If I don't move, I'm shifting weight. This motion is going to shift the weight left to right. Feel it in your ANTM when you're moving. And try and keep track of the 6 harmonies, okay? Hips and shoulders, elbows and knees, wrists and ankles. Right now we're just focusing on the shoulders and the hips, making sure that they work the best way that we can make them work. Notice the hand motions. Trying to keep the hips as stable as we can and work the waist. Okay, that's it. Now that I got that motion, let's get the other motion. Shifting weight, fighting tiger, it's like flying dragon. Flying dragon. Chases the phoenix across the sky. And now I'm switching. Okay? In this sense, the photographer will walk around me slowly and watch me do this motion. Come on through, Dante. Let's go all the way around. Let's walk through. Take a sit. Over to the other side. You have to see me from the other side. They have to see me from the other side. There you go. And back up so they can see everything. Again, this side, shifting weight. But the most important thing is making sure that I'm working the waist and I'm moving from the center here and coordinating movements with my hips and my shoulders. Everything else will work accordingly. Hips and shoulders working together. Most important thing. As I feel better, shift those knees. Knees and elbows. Work them. Knees and elbows. And then wrists and ankles. And as my son shifts around to the other side real fast, now that I've got this together, I do what's called a Wen Sao. Okay? Wen Sao in Wing Chun is the hand moving in this direction. It changes direction. And then I push. Again, hips, shoulders, elbows, knees, and then ankles and wrists. And then my son will switch around the other way. I'm going to come the other way too. Back around. Now, I've done all the motions I need to do. Feel the ball working. It's working really, really good. It's working really good. Okay? He's going to come back around. Now, I'm doing a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Switch it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stepping 1 with 2, stepping back with 2. 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 Coming back around. Working this side. Same thing. If you stay on this side, Dante, they can still see what I'm doing. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. The 4 step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you notice this hand is doing what? After I punch or strike with the palm, I'm palming this way to block. Well, the hand comes around and blocks this way, and that's the end. It's all circular and linear, pushing together into a nice spherical motion. Then the yellow dragon chases the phoenix across the sky, and I'm back. And my son will show you how I did that. He'll come back around the other side. My knees or feet, I'll feel it right in my waistline. That's what I want to feel. Right there in my waistline, I want to feel it. All the energy coming there and coalescing there. I want to get the medical aspects of it. I want to shift weight from side to side. And feel that power through the waistline, through the hips, through the kidneys. I want to strengthen my kidneys. This motion will do that in spades. Okay? When you see my partner, Dante, and also when you see Professor Paul do this, you'll see us have our hands in places, in the right place the whole time, so it almost looks like a choreograph when we strike each other, because the other person knows how to parry and block. I'm not really sure if in Tai Chi, the parry is really there. I will say this though. If you learn some Wing Chun, it'll definitely be there. And of course, if you learn some boxing. Western long boxing is all about integrating yoga for the groundwork, okay? The medicine ball groundwork too also, so at least you can stand up when you need to. It's all about having balance, it's all about speed and coordination, it's all about the 5 secrets, but it's also about the health. And I had to find that out the hard way because I got sick trying to be strong and doing yang so much. Sometimes you got to yin it out. I know it sounds, the fighting tiger aspects of it sound really, really, really difficult. But as you can see, my hands are doing it naturally. I'm not just using my hands, also using my wrists and my forearms. When I want to work, and then when I'm done, bring it back down. Now, before I bring it down, almost every time I do an exercise, I want to do the push. The push gets me off of it. I may come here. I'm working this guy today. Okay? And I come across. And I strike. And parry. Then after that, I definitely want to do 2 hand systems behind me. Now when I push, if you don't do this right, you fall to the side, you fall to the side. You want to make sure that you take the structure of the ball and work it. How I do it, I fire hip, I center it here, fire hip, and you hung in, 3 hungs, and then a hop. Hungs and a hop. Hung, 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 tap. Hung, 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 tap. Very, very important. Okay? Notice when I do push, I push from the elbows inside. Elbows here. I want to pull the body behind. I want all my strength behind it, and I want to lift it. Some guys push trying to find, you can't. Because every time he tries, you're not there. Unless he knows the same step that you know. Inside and around, outside and around, inside and around, outside and around. After any motion that you would do, whether it was that, the roll back, the press, or the press, always do a push exercise after. It's good for you. Very, very good. The fighting tiger takes you down. I sure hope you enjoyed this portion of the video, the ward off, the warming up exercises, the technique that you got to use to get it right. 10,000 hours, guys. 10,000 hours to get that ward off right. Once you get it right, oh my goodness. You will move around like gaining numbers.